Hello everyone, welcome to Community Distance Reiki, and I'm sorry, let me adjust these lights. Something looks a little off. There we go. And there we go. Oh, that's off. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's a kitty. Welcome to Community Distance Reiki, everyone. Danielle here. I hope you're doing well today. If you are new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself and set any intentions for your greater good. Gertie, no. We're going to start things off with a beautiful crystal grid exactly to all of your requests. And then we're going to slide into a Reiki session that I will send to you wherever you are and whenever you happen to be watching this. For those of you unaware, if you want to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you want to schedule a one-on-one distance session or tarot reading, or if you would like to check out my Reiki charged crystals for sale, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description along with all my social media and my email newsletter. So we've got the kitties with us today. We've got the beautiful Gertie, the beautiful Hattie. Yeah. They're in opposite places at the moment, so they will probably both visit during the session. So let's go ahead over, let's start building that beautiful crystal grid, and let's get into it and say hi to everyone. Hey everyone, how you doing? Awesome. Awesome. So looks like the cats were rearranging my desk while I was eating. There we go. There we go. So as usual, we have here a mirror to help to reflect and deflect any negative energy. And we've got the copper in the middle there that helps to get the optimal flow of energy going. And yeah, there we go. Awesome. There we go. So let's say hi to everybody and then start building that grid. We've got Samantha, Still Not Still, Flower, Creative Diva, hope you're doing well. Joanna Sparkles, Chris, JS, T. Really good to see all of you. Yeah, it's been a wild couple of weeks for me, as you know, being sick. Then there was, for those of you that maybe weren't aware, there was a small, thankfully, very small fire in my building, which knocked us off for at least one session, and then the testing and resetting of all the smoke alarms kept us from doing our thing on Wednesday. But here we are on Friday, and it's wonderful to have y'all here. So let's go ahead and peek over here. Let's see. And for T, we've got some requests for you. So if you have any requests, if you're new here, pop them into the chat. They can be specific requests for like specific crystals, or they can just be general requests given a particular vibe or intention you're setting, or a request. Either way, I can pick the stones for you, or you can ask for what you want. So T is looking for focus, inspiration, creativity, sleep support. Yeah, the Aries energy is revving up your insomnia. I can understand. Abundance, staying honest and kind with yourself while doing shadow work for real. So let's see. Azurite, Caribbean blue calcite. Lapis blue tiger eye, snowflake obsidian. Lapis blue tiger eye. Snowflake obsidian. And being kind to yourself while doing shadow work is actually a really good amethyst thing. So I'll bring that in too. Okay. So azurite is excellent for creativity. This is a stone that also helps us awaken to our insight, our intuition, and it helps us to relieve indecision, worry, helps us to connect with our guides, and also to glean any kind of wisdom from them. Lovely too for dissolving energy blockages and for calming and quieting our mind during meditation or spiritual work. So we'll put the azurite right there. Lapis is lovely for pain, inflammation, personal responsibility, for helping us with our career as well. Opens up lots of career avenues. It's also really helpful for vertigo, hearing loss, helps with disorganization, and also just integrity in general. Follow through, completing tasks and goals, and doing what you said you would. So that is lapis. Okay. Blue tiger eye helps with writing, as well as speaking your truth, especially if what you're writing or saying is going to be inconvenient for people to hear, if there's going to be pushback, if you need to have like a facts over feelings kind of conversation, this is a lovely one. It also is helpful for protection of truth tellers and whistleblowers for sure. It's wonderful for bold communication and also easing stress and bringing in a lovely warm peace and calming vibe. So that is blue tiger eye. Okay, there we go. Next is snowflake obsidian. Snowflake obsidian helps us to release guilt. It helps us to cope with loneliness, and it's lovely for calming overstimulation and generally helping us balance body, mind, and spirit. It helps us also to open up to a sense of hope after any kind of significant loss, and it can be really helpful for inner peace and serenity. It can help with intuition as well, especially if you get your intuitive wisdom through your sense of hearing. So that is snowflake obsidian. Let me see if I can. Okay, yeah, just a little bit brighter there. So here is Caribbean blue calcite with aragonite. This is two different types of calcite together. The blue Caribbean calcite, the blue in here, this connects with the soul star chakra, and that's above the crown, and that's where we have all of the highest possible visions of who we are, who we can be, and bringing our soul's mission forward. The aragonite, which is the brown in here, is connected with the earth star. That's actually taking what is possible from the soul star and making it actionable, helping you show up in right action and follow through, blaze a path into taking your potential and making it your reality. So this is a lovely stone in so many ways. So that is Caribbean blue calcite and aragonite together. There we go. And like I said, amethyst, really helpful for doing inner reflection work, any kind of self-improvement. It's very linked with sobriety for that reason. This is one that helps you to take personal responsibility and also to open up to spirituality and maybe open up to some things that you wouldn't have otherwise. But when you work with this stone, as you're doing that self-healing work, that self-improvement, this is a stone that reminds you to be a little gentle on yourself. Like, okay, you didn't know then, you know now, take a breath. You're doing better going forward. That is amethyst. Okay. Hey, you. Aw. And little Hattie's right there watching us build the grid. So thank you for being here. It's wonderful to see you. Oh, and okay. Oh, I got that. Okay, cool. Good to see you. So happy you are here. Patty and Key, Jessica, welcome in. Fiat Luna, so wonderful to see you. Awesome. I'm going to continue to go through everybody's requests top to bottom. I will get to everybody's request before we get into the healing. And next is JS, taking care of the home and making your space your own. Ooh, I love that. Setting down roots. I feel like one of the stones that pops out doesn't seem like the most logical, but it's definitely a pretty strong stone popping out. So one of them definitely is a good like housewarming stone. This is smoky quartz. This helps with relieving worry as well as indecision. It helps with making decisions. It's very protective and it transmutes energy that doesn't need to be there anymore, which can help you to feel a lot more home in your house. It helps to prevent theft of items, and it's wonderful for hope in uncertainty, for flexibility of body and of mind, and for even chronic pain. But this is one that was often used in homes to prevent theft as far back as the Middle Ages and probably way before then too. So that is smoky quartz. Help clear the energy out of your space and provide a nice, safe feeling for you. The other one that jumped out was actually mookaite. Mookaite also goes by Australia jasper, and it helps with accepting change as well as making decisions. This is one that helps too with motivation and a sense of adventure, as well as connecting to nature, that sort of earth connection, and also digestive calm and boosting the immune system. This is a helpful stone for thyroid, bloating, and circulation as well. But overall, I think this kind of adventure idea, this motivation to kind of unpack and get settled, along with that accepting that change, I think that all together can help you. So that is mookaite or Australia jasper. And I hope that that helps. And welcome to your new home. And the lapis should help too with organization. That can't hurt. Happy Friday to you too, Creative Diva. Let's bring in a few of Chris's requests. So rhodochrosite. Malachite. And definitely Hattie is supervising today. So selenite helps by reflecting nothing but pure white light. This is a stone that allows us to better connect with our angels and spirit guides, and it also helps to clear our physical energy as well as the energy of a space or even items. You can even put your crystals on selenite for a couple hours and it'll clear their energy. Just don't put selenite in water, at least not for too long. Rose quartz we're all really familiar with on a base level, but this is a stone that really resonates with the heart chakra. When rose quartz is near, this can help you to see yourself as loving and lovable, as a divine manifestation of love. If you're having trouble seeing yourself as lovable or deserving of love, if you're transcending and working through issues that have been part of unhealthy relationship dynamics in the past, this is a lovely stone to help you continue to make those changes and see that you are worth more than you may think you are. So lots of love, also great for just being emotionally depleted. Malachite is really helpful when it comes to processing difficult emotions and leaving the past behind. Wonderful for depression, anxiety, insomnia, arthritis, inflammation, and pain, as well as connecting to the Archangel Raphael and any kind of phobias that we might be struggling with. So that is malachite. Leopard skin jasper helps us with healing the animals in our lives. It's wonderful too for attracting soulmate type relationships, and it's good for treating anything that impacts the skin. It's helpful too for coordination and balance. So let's go ahead and bring this in. So if anyone has any animal companions, they often love Reiki, so don't be surprised if they run in and hang out with you. And this stone is definitely for all of our fur babies. There we go. It's just... There we go. Wonderful. Okay. And rhodochrosite, this helps with healing any kind of maternal wounds, as well as helping the heart, circulation, and telepathy, journeying, connecting to our ancestors, and even connecting to deceased animal companions. This is a stone that helps with headaches as well as asthma, and it's just a very loving stone. So that is rhodochrosite. And I will come back for some more of your beautiful requests. Especially, I'm just going to pull a few now to work them in. Okay, cool. And thank you for being here. Lots of love to you and Eva. Hey, Allison, I hope you're well. Oh, I'll happily add that to the grid. Have a good, safe drive. For Creative Diva, request for protection, peace, clarity on next best steps for your personal life and career, emotional and physical healing, and wisdom in decisions, positive connections, and managing work well. Gotcha. Managing work well. Let's bring in that garnet. Wisdom in decisions, definitely mookaite, as well as smoky quartz helps with making decisions too. We'll see if there's another one that kind of overlaps in here too. Emotional and physical healing, tree agate. Protection. Clarity on best next steps. Let's start with that. Let's start with some chrysocolla. Chrysocolla helps with making decisions that are in alignment with our greater good, and it really helps to encourage us on our soul's path, helping you to follow your purpose in a way that's most meaningful and aligned for you. So this will help a lot with wisdom in decision making. Also helps with creating new ways of connecting with your intuition, with creativity as well. That can help you to get to know yourself a little bit better and see what might be helpful. So there we go. That is chrysocolla. For protection, I'm going to bring in some black onyx. This is also excellent for grief, as well as relieving self-doubt and opening up your confidence. Helps too with ancestor connection, and very much a stone of deep healing of grief. So that is black onyx. Tree agate definitely helps with balance and healing on the physical, emotional, and spiritual sides. This is sacred in Ayurveda, the sister science of yoga, for doing precisely that. It also helps with calming the nervous system physically in the body, as well as the emotional nervous system. It's wonderful for inner peace, to notice any flawed logic that might be holding you back, as well as making new connections. So this is lovely to bring in, but it is a powerhouse of balance on all levels. Garnet can definitely help you make the best next steps and And also, let's see, best next steps and managing work well. One of those stones can definitely be garnet. This is lovely for using resources wisely, and those resources include your own energy and your own time. This can definitely help you make work better. It can also help with practicality, creativity, courage, and organization. And it's wonderful for finding balance and strength in any kind of change. So it's one that can help you kind of get organized and as effective as possible. So there we go. So that is garnet. That'll definitely help with the work stuff. Yeah, so physical healing as well as positive connections, definitely the tree agate. Clarity too. Let's see. Let us bring in some celestite. Celestite can really help with clarity and discernment, especially in terms of intuition. It's helpful too for connecting with higher wisdom, our guides, our angels, as well as helps with all manner of physical pain. It changes the way that it changes how our energy field is working in that sense. So we're more focused on the spiritual side and less aware of the physical pain. So that is celestite. And I hope that that helps. Lots of love to you, Creative Diva. Have an awesome night. Still not still. Not sure if this makes any sense, but anything to help ease the interference between brain and the world. When my brain is not running on the same operating system as the world was designed for. Neurodivergence is painful sometimes. I get you there. Absolutely. So let's see. So 244, page 244 on the Crystal Healing Handbook by Cassandra Eason. This is blue chalcedony. Many folks also pronounce that word chalcedony. And this has a big indicator when it comes to executive function and helping folks with things like autism and I would imagine the whole neurodivergent community in its own way. So I'm just going to read here from, again, the Complete Crystal Handbook by Cassandra Eason. And this is thought to encourage fluid flow in the body, hay fever, respiratory issues, dementia, childhood illnesses, gallstones, and inflammation. Definitely good for things like obsessive thoughts and obsessive compulsive types of issues, as well as things like really just every type of neurodivergence that she lists here. Emotionally, it's good for that. It's also helpful for assisting in learning foreign languages, helps with calming travel. Was thought to bring good luck in legal matters and also helps keep your finger in the air and more relaxed, see which way the wind blows, so to speak. And it also helps with the protection against misfortune. Helps to bring a lot of stillness and calm, especially during family arguments. So that is blue chalcedony. I hope that helps. There's also sodalite. Now, it's Mercury retrograde, which I know everybody freaks out about, but really it's a time where we're meant to reflect inward. Communication becomes hampered because we're meant to be reflecting inward. When we're talking to other people, we're really hearing ourselves. They're not hearing us as much as they're hearing themselves. Sodalite can help with that expression. On a larger level, this helps with expressing yourself artistically, musically, through writing, through speaking. Helps with issues around aging, menopause, feeling homesick, and also helps to ground impulses. So this can help you with communication and connection with others when it seems hampered or difficult. So I hope that that helps to bring a sense of understanding, even if it's just better sense of being understood. Since that upper respiratory infection, every time I yawn, I can't tell if it's a yawn or a sneeze. I hope that that helps still, not still. Oh, that's beautiful. Healing from earthquake and Mother Earth. Yeah. Empath, medium, light workers here. Laughter and harmony. Yeah, let's do... Let's do some Super 7. Super 7 helps with making goals and plans and dreams a reality. And it's also wonderful for every kind of intuition, telepathy, scrying, however you connect with spirit. It's wonderful too for strengthening your energy field. So that'll definitely help empaths and light workers, especially when there's a lot of fear-based energy, like around the eclipse and around the earthquakes and things. It helps to ground that fear-based energy, not to take it on. Wonderful too for peace, harmony, and unity consciousness, that awareness that we're all interconnected, and what we put out into the universe, we put into ourselves as well. And it's extremely helpful for healing past lives, karmic features, and definitely connecting to the earth for earth healing. So I think that this hits a lot of notes for you. Again, that is Super 7. Yeah, awesome. And for laughter, I will bring in Fuchsite. This is one that helps us to have fun just for the sake of having fun. Brings in a lot of joy, a lot of laughter, and a lot of permission to just let go. Helpful too for doing inner child work, healing carpal tunnel, improving spinal alignment, and also aiding in better sleep. So that is Fuchsite. Very fun stone. So let's go ahead and bring that in. Wonderful. Okay. Good to see you, Samantha. Hey, Bliss Brain, welcome in. Good to see you. Okay, let's see. Flower, mobility, fear, staying present, spiritual clarity, writing, and yellow calcite. You got it. So yellow calcite. We already put in blue tiger eye. That helps with writing. Another one that helps with writing was sodalite. Let's bring in amber, which helps with creativity. That can help with writing. Staying present, fear. Spiritual clarity. And polychrome jasper. So polychrome jasper helps to motivate us and make us feel like we want to sink our teeth in and get things done. It's very, very, very motivating. It helps to align us with acting on our soul's purpose. Wonderful too for self-confidence. So that'll definitely help support your request for yellow calcite, which I will put into. Helps too with joint health and also with physical movement. My goodness. I had a friend over for dinner and a tarot reading, and for those of you who have done tarot readings for, oftentimes I find that I yawn a lot when the energy is moving to do a reading. So polychrome jasper also helps with joint health, aids in mobility and movement, and it's wonderful for empowering you and helping motivate you to get up and get moving. So if you're trying to get more of an exercise routine in or anything, that's a lovely stone to work with. Blue kyanite can help with self-acceptance, like on a radical level, loving yourself exactly as you are. Also very much helps with clarity and understanding spiritual messages, guidance, and wisdom. Lovely for stroke-related things that impact speech and mobility, as well as general healthy changes in life and harmonizing spite and pettiness and kind of ill will, whether it's directed towards you or you're struggling not to act on those feelings yourself. So that's blue kyanite. Ruby. Very helpful for releasing fear and for the courage to be yourself. It helps by lending us a lot of management and leadership skills, and it can help with fibromyalgia, love, fertility, financial stability, grounding nightmares, and also making good decisions for yourself. So that is ruby. Here we go. Herkimer diamond helps us to be in the present moment. It also helps to boost intuition, connection to the divine, and even boosting things that we are manifesting. Helps to harmonize unbalanced energies and to improve metabolism. Lovely for, in general, relaxing as well. So that is Herkimer diamond. Let's go ahead and put these here. And Herkimer diamond is a type of clear quartz from the Herkimer, New York region of the U.S. Amber is another stone for creativity. The two best stones that I have in terms of, the two best stones that I have in terms of writing specifically are out. They're sodalite and blue tiger eye. Amber can really boost the creativity. It also helps to release energy blockages as well as negativity. It brings in a lot of luck and protection, and it's got a lot of connection with mental stability and mental healing. Helps too with teething and tooth pain, as well as softening rigid attitudes and belief structures, and it is wonderful for depression and seasonal affective disorder. So that is amber, and amber is fossilized tree sap. Yellow calcite really empowers the sense or the center of the solar plexus. That's your personal identity, free will. It helps with bringing in self-confidence and releasing blockages around your self-identity. It helps you to make decisions in your life based on your priorities, your wants, your desires, and releasing any feelings of a need for validation or approval from others. Helps too with setting boundaries as well as holding boundaries. So let's go ahead and bring in some yellow calcite. Let's just bring in a piece here and a piece here. Yeah, let's do that. So that's yellow calcite. Good to have you here. Lots of love to you and your entire crew, including Little Tree. Chris, you're already falling asleep. You go right ahead and get that rest. You go right ahead and you get that rest. Oh, thank you, Fiat Luna. Could I request intentions for social anxiety, overthinking, and allowing myself to take care and time for yourself? Yes. Start here. So first I want to bring in dioptase. Dioptase is very, very helpful when it comes to making healthy challenges, vitality, balance, and emotional stability. It's wonderful for living in the present moment, and most important to you, taking better care of yourself and even releasing any tendencies towards like self-neglect, if that's something that's troubling you. But it definitely helps improve self-care and why we do the self-care. It helps with chronic fatigue, stabilizing blood pressure, attracting a good love match, living in the present moment. It supports the cardiac system and the heart, as well as IBS, ulcers, and everything along those lines. So that is dioptase. And lepidolite can help with overthinking. This also soothes, calms, and helps us understand our emotions. And it helps to highlight any patterns or beliefs that might be too rigid and holding us back as well. It's wonderful for mental health in all ways, especially things like codependency, obsessive thought, and those are on the extreme ends. Of course, just like overthinking is not in the extreme, but this can help the smaller versions of those things as well. Wonderful for things like addiction, joint health, and also weight loss for anyone who's interested in that. But yeah, this is lovely for discernment and releasing things that no longer serve. So that's lepidolite. Lepidolite has large concentrations of lithium in it. And yes, lithium, the prescription drug that's also in a lot of our batteries today. Yep, that's lepidolite. Definitely do not put this in water and drink it. It can have different effects on different people in different amounts. And let's see. I think we hit that all. Awesome. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help, Fiat Luna. And also for those of you here, check out Fiat Luna's channel. She also has a Reiki channel, and it's awesome. So Jessica, protection from people sending negative energy and delaying the truth. You got it. So let's do red tiger eye. Jet. And anhydro. So tiger eye and jet are both, red tiger eye and jet, well, tiger eye is protective too, but red tiger eye and jet are very protective. Red tiger eye helps to protect against everything from bullying, triangulating, gaslighting, smear campaigns, psychic attack, all of that stuff. It also helps with calling on financial abundance in a hurry. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in that red tiger eye. and jet is highly protective. Jet is volcanically fossilized wood. This helps us with that big transformation of dying as one thing to be reborn again, and of course grief and literal death and dying, also working in hospice and supporting people through their end-of-life journey. It helps too with definitely protection of the evil eye, the paranormal, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it's just a lovely protective stone with so much to teach us if we are processing a grief journey. So that is jet. And for people delaying the truth, this is anhydrous. This is two quartz that are stuck together. They grew together. But inside of one of these, there is a very small bubble of water that the crystal formed around. And that's fairly rare. Anhydrous helps things like fluid imbalances, and it also helps with releasing any kind of self-destructive emotional patterns that that may undermine your momentum going forward. Also helps with determining the credibility of people, helps with determining the accuracy and the truth of information as well. Wonderful too for healing the past, the present, the future, for connecting with your past and also the past of your family. If you're doing any kind of genealogy or bringing out any kind of family history, this can be a helpful stone. It's also great for helping support you to be amicable with people that you really aren't the greatest, but just having like a good enough relationship to get through it. So that is anhydrous. So good to see you, Jessica. Welcome in. Hope you're having fun. Oh, little tree's falling asleep on your lap. Aw. Renee, it's so good to see you. Oh, loving it. For Patty and Key, red tiger eyes in there. Tiger iron, desert rose selenite. Peridot, kunzite. Let's start here. So pink kunzite is the stone of compassion and also love. This is a stone that can help to heal past heartbreak and betrayal, attract commitment-based love. It helps with hormonal balance, even going through puberty, and also with anyone who struggles with chemical sensitivities, the kind that give you like rashy kind of experiences. It's very helpful for neuralgia, for coming back to post-anesthesia, and it helps to support mothers, new moms, as well as sleepless babies. So let's go ahead and bring that in right here next to jet. Tiger iron is tiger eye with hematite in it, and often also red jasper. This can help with relieving fatigue and boosting energy. It helps to bring a lot of emotional balance, clarity of thought, and it helps with setting good energetic boundaries. It helps to keep us from taking on the troubles of others. It's good for nervous kids, nervous animals. It boosts creativity, and it also helps with balancing and empowering the root chakra as well as the solar plexus. So that is tiger iron. Peridot helps with boosting those really good friendships in our lives. It's lovely for releasing guilt, jealousy, and anger. and it helps with any kind of digestive issue, whether it's a larger digestive disease or something a little bit more acute. And it helps too with, just like I said, good quality friendships, the kind of friendships that help you be the best version of yourself. Sugilite is wonderful for our connection to collective consciousness and unity consciousness, the awareness that we're all interconnected, and the ways that we treat the outside world, what we put into the world, we put into ourselves. So that is a wonderful stone for kind of like a world peace intentionality. So that's Sugilite. This is Desert Rose Selenite. This is lovely for those big life changes that take action through consistent effort. It's helpful for redefining ourselves after any kind of loss or in the face of big change. Lovely for perseverance in school and study, and it helps to relieve an upset stomach as well as eczema and acne. Helpful for fighting viruses and for supporting the well-being of men's physical health as well as the well-being of our animal companions. Additionally, this one helps with anything having to do with property and real estate, especially the paperwork therein. And it can also help you to even find a place to live, find that house, find that apartment. So that is Desert Rose Selenite. And tree agate's in there, azurite's in there. Let's definitely bring in some fluorite because it feels really chaotic in the general world and way of things. So when things are just chaos and unorganized and you don't know what's happening next, it feels like everything is swirling around you. Fluorite is one that can help you to kind of find your calm center, be the eye of the storm. It also brings in a ton of relaxation and wonderful for kind of making order out of chaos, like if you work in a chaotic environment as well. Also comforts new moms as well as newborn babies. So that is fluorite. Rutilated quartz helps with directing energy where it's most needed in the body, and it's also helpful with bringing focus to the mind and mental clarity. It tends to boost your physical energy as well, so especially after you've been really sick or run down. This is a stone that can be incredibly helpful when it comes to, it's actually been long thought of as a beautiful gift or talisman to someone who is going through cancer treatments. It's thought to help, with that intention of, I hope this directs all of those healing treatments that you're getting to where it's most helpful in the body. And I hope that you have enough energy to keep going. So that is rutilated quartz. There we go. Chevron amethyst helps us with relieving tension as well as physical pain. And it is wonderful when it comes to tolerance of others and connecting spiritually. This is a lovely stone for mediumship, for channeling, for connecting to spirit in any kind of way, especially if you're manifesting. So any kind of visionary work. So that is chevron amethyst. So let's go ahead and bring this right here next to pink kunzite. Amazonite helps with our spine and spinal nerves. And it helps with respecting the self. It's wonderful for calming, for bringing in a good amount of luck as well as self-respect as you bring in that self-care. This helps even the most selfless to see what they need to support themselves. It's a wonderful choice for child care providers, nurses, hospice care workers, anybody who ceaselessly gives of themselves. So that is Amazonite. Opal helps with connection to protection. This has been considered highly protective of in shamanic cultures. This is thought to help the spirit medicine practitioner to do their work and not be noticed or recognized by anyone or anything that would cause them harm. It also helps invite in lots of good energy and potentially abundance. So that is opal. Bloodstone helps with carpal tunnel, chronic fatigue, and also with any kind of overwhelming emotional news or hit. It helps with emotional perseverance and stamina. It lifts despair, and it helps to ground that I don't even know where the ground is underneath me kind of energy. Helps with relieving self-doubt and also quieting the mind for meditation and spiritual work. So that is bloodstone. Bloodstone also goes by the name heliotrope. And just realized I missed an Amazonite. There we go. There we go. Awesome. Let's get some pyrite and septarian. Pyrite is fool's gold, and it helps call in the real stuff. This is one that can help you manifest financial abundance. It can also help your body to make the most of a Reiki session. It's lovely to help prevent the more negative side effects of radiation treatments. It's helpful for the brain and memory, specifically information recall, and the lungs and fever. Also helps to connect to your intuition and bring things through more clearly, while also providing spiritual protection. So that is pyrite or fool's gold. And septarian is lovely for the solar plexus, for your your sense of self, especially if you're doing some self-work and you need to really look at yourself in a vulnerable way to create the change and growth needed. This helps with understanding the underlying causes of behavior and of habit, and it helps with dealing with any kind of identity crisis. It's also wonderful for muscle pain and spasm, but really it's a shadow work stone. So that's doing the healing work on ourselves that we often don't think of or even realize is there. So that is septarian. There we go. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. And tree agate is in there already. A couple more too. I will add, I'm just going to grab those. I will work those into cool. Allison, I hope everyone's been well, just stopping by and you have a few minutes, sending good love and energy during the request. Stones for anxiety, stop stress eating and bad habits, and purge old energy. I love that. Oh, you love the music in the background. It's helping you while you drive. Oh, I'm glad. I'm so glad that that's helpful. So let's do... Anxiety. Okay, cool. So let's bring in green calcite. Lovely for any kind of severe anxiety. So we'll bring that in. This can be great for calm, reassurance, and also it helps to release the physical tension we hold in our body when we're very tense. It helps with having some laughter at our own expense and generally lightening the mood. But in general, it's lovely for releasing anxiety. So let's go ahead and bring in this beautiful green calcite. For stress eating and things like that, blue apatite can really help to shift our relationship with food into a much more positive direction. That's everything from stress eating to stress not eating to any way that you might want to shift your relationship with food to something better and something that feels better to you. That can include weight loss or weight gain or neither. And it's lovely too for learning about your soul's purpose and having the courage to act upon it and bring it into reality. It helps too with courage on your soul's path, as well as strengthening your energy field, addressing any kind of audience that doesn't want to hear what you have to say. And it's lovely for inner harmony and peace. So that is blue apatite. So many yawns. And for deep cleaning energy, like purging that old energy, shungite is exceptionally helpful. This helps with physical recovery and tissue repair, but it also helps with relieving stress, emotional pain, and energy blockages. Deep clearing those emotions, as well as helping to protect us from electromagnetic smog. If you're somebody who's very sensitive to electronic equipment and it's difficult to be around it, shungite's a really great stone to work with. So that's shungite. So I hope that that helps. Lots of love to you. Good to see you. Jessica, for people and especially children going through war in their country, absolutely. So let's see. Definitely sugilite is great for that. But let's also bring in let's bring in some black obsidian. This is highly protective, and it's also helpful for processing trauma, whether it's happening now or it feels like it's happening now. Either way, very helpful. Wonderful too for nervous pets, and it helps to protect against gossip, spite, words and slander that would harm you. And wonderful too for blocked grief and even processing domestic violence and seeing what's at the root of it, what's going on there, and heal the underlying wounds in those relationship patterns. So that is black obsidian. Oh, your fur babies were here for the 4 p.m. I'm so glad to hear that, Patty. I'm so happy to see you too, Renee. Catherine. The birthday party was a success, and now you're home on the couch with your tea. Good job. Yesterday, I had the distinct honor to help play host to one of my oldest, dearest friends and his young daughter, who I'd yet to meet, They came down from like Central Jersey to do the lead up to WrestleMania. WrestleMania is going to be in Philadelphia this weekend, and the run up to it is like meet and greets and all this kind of stuff that like little kids would love. So he was bringing her there for that. I met them downtown before they went in, and I was able to like show her stuff she was into. She plays the electric guitar at 6 years old, and she's really good. And she loves things like trains and transit and just like anything's pretty cool. So we did all of those things. We had lunch at the Hard Rock Cafe under the giant spinning real guitar. She loved it. So it was awesome. So yeah, it's a lot being around kids, especially if you're throwing a party for that many, but it's a distinct honor, and it is nice to come home to a cup of tea, isn't it? So let's definitely bring you some beautiful healing energy. Oh, Fial Luna, awesome. I'm glad that you like the dioptase. Awesome. So let's see what we can bring you to help relax. Writing, money manifestation, creativity, anything that will help you get your latest novel formatted by the 23rd. Gotcha. Blue Tiger Eye and Sodalite are both in there. Garnet is in there. Lapis is in there. Let's do... Let's do some labradorite and some mahogany obsidian. Mahogany obsidian, this is one that can help with that a done something is better than a perfect nothing kind of vibe. This is one that can be really helpful when it comes to meeting goals. So that's spot on for you. But also vitality, strength, releasing anger, releasing need for approval. So if you are kind of overdoing it, and like feeling like this will never be done and changing things back and forth, this is one that helps you have a little bit more faith in, no, I trust myself to do this. I trust myself to edit it. I trust myself to know the best way to do it. So that is mahogany obsidian. There we go. And labradorite is really helpful too. This is one that's helpful for finding all the like nitty gritty details, all the little errors, bringing them to the surface so that you can complete and work on them. Also helps with better sleep as well as calming disputes and workplace harmony. Wonderful for like that detailed attention to things and for research and study, as well as clairvoyance, our spiritual sight, and for enjoying travel. So that is labradorite. So I think that those will help with your intentions. There we go. So labradorite. There we go. So I hope that that helps. Let's see. Oh, I know what else. Jade. Jade is fantastic for making your dreams a reality, for resourcefulness, confidence, and excellent for grounding stress. It helps to prioritize yourself, and it's very empowering. But it's also helpful for peace of mind, body, and spirit. So let's bring in a little bit of that jade. That can be very helpful too. Help get those things done. Okay. Awesome. I hope that helps, and all the best to you. Let's add some crazy lace for Dell. And let's think of some other stones for Dell. Let's see. She likes indigo gabbro. And I think indigo gabbro is also going to help T's request. So indigo gabbro helps us to do that shadow work, that digging within ourselves, to see the ways that we kind of step on our own feet, the ways that we trip ourselves up, the ways that we could improve to make ourselves easier to deal with. This is one that also helps with integrating a spiritual connection. It aids with intuition, especially connection in dreams. Wonderful for menopause and period pain, and also just like, yeah, following your heart, seeing all your detrimental tendencies and things you do that don't help your greater case. So let's go ahead and for now we'll bring these out here. We'll see where they end up. Crazy lace agate helps with balance, courage, confidence, protection. It helps with balancing the heart and the solar plexus, as well as supporting skin, eyes, and speech. Also really helpful for physical energy. So that is crazy lace agate. And we'll bring that in. Oh, Sister Shiva, so good to see you. Let's bring in some galena for you. Galena helps with grounding and with centering, and it also helps with healing insights. So if you're wondering what's going on with you physically, this can be really helpful. It's wonderful too for inflammation, boils, cysts, and acne, as well as disorders of the veins. And it's helpful for mental and emotional transformation, as well as winnings of like money, like bringing in quick money, and for the return of anything that's been lost or stolen. So that's galena. Galena has a high content of lead, so do be careful with it. Okay, and let's also do Catherine S for money manifestation. We did the pyrite. Let's bring in the citrine. Citrine's really helpful for calling in that financial abundance and bringing in a lot of balance between logic and intuition. This helps you make good financial decisions. It helps with addictions, compulsions, fibromyalgia pain, and even nausea. So that is citrine. And so I'm going to go ahead and bring in the requests that were left over from Patty and Chris. Labradorite can also be for psychic protection. And, oh, I love you, but I got to move my leg. Oh, hang on. Oh, I know. Oh, you can stay. Yeah, there you go. Leg was falling asleep. Labradorite can also be for like psychic protection too. And let's see. You're still awaiting a diagnosis for one of your sisters. Okay, keep me posted. Lots of love, and I hope it's okay. Let's also bring in some zoisite. This helps with fertility, seasonal affective disorder, releasing negativity, and getting things done as well. This helps to keep us from procrastinating, and it's wonderful for encouraging us to face our problems, face our long list of things to do. So that is zoisite. Let's see. What are you doing, little lady? Okay. Epidote helps with illness and injury, as well as skin and Parkinson's. It helps us to release negative self-talk. If you tend to yell at yourself or be mean to yourself, this can be really helpful. It also helps with the nervous system and the skin. Many people feel that it helps with Parkinson's as well. So that is Epidote. Zebra jasper is lovely for overwhelming stress and being able to stand up for yourself in spite of that. It helps with bone disorders, breaking through apathy. It's deeply empowering, and it's wonderful for things like muscle spasms, taking initiative, and even if you feel just like stuck in a rut. So that is zebra jasper. Let's put that here. Moonstone is exceptional for lunar cycles, rhythms, and patterns within nature, accepting divine timing. It helps with women's health, attracting love, and intuition too. This is protective of women and also helps with protection during travel, connection to ancient wisdom and spirituality and wellness practices too. So that is Moonstone. Angelite, as the name would suggest, helps us to connect to our angels, and it really helps with spiritual connection as well as spiritual protection. Wonderful for helping to connect us to source and make that connection more palpable, as well as helping us to enhance any experience of sound healing. So that is Angelite. Let's actually do... And last but not least, carnelian. This helps with relationships, close, intimate relationships, as well as how we relate to society and the world in general. This can help with fertility, as well as sexuality and sexual function, and it aids with attracting that spiritually significant relationship too. Wonderful for colds, allergies, and even healing wounds. So that is carnelian. Awesome. So, can Angelite be washed in water? I have washed it in water and I haven't had any issue, but there's a great way to cleanse stones that doesn't involve water or anything that might hurt it. This is selenite. Selenite helps to reflect nothing but pure white light, and one of the ways that I clear stones is simply by placing my stones on the piece of selenite for a few hours. That can be very helpful. Another way is sea salt and Epsom salt. You can either place the crystals near those things or above them. I have a wooden box that's filled with sea salt and Epsom salt, and on the top of the box is where I rest my crystals to help wick away that energy. You can also use a piece of fabric over the salt. Salt won't scratch most stones if you're not rubbing it in there, but certain stones it can kind of pit the finish in sometimes, especially malachite. So I usually put the salts down and either a piece of cloth or something else as a barrier between the crystals and the actual salt. That helps too. So yeah, so let's go ahead into the Reiki. I'm going to do the thing that I do where I explain what Reiki is and how it works. And I'm going to encourage and invite all of you to help me lift the energy in any way that feels right to you when it comes to gratitude. Think of anything that you're grateful for, anything at all, and then go ahead and either just reflect on it, or if you're up to it, share it in the chat if it's something you're comfortable sharing. And as you share that in the chat, that is going to help just lift the energy of everyone everywhere. And since we're all interconnected, it'll help set a wonderful warm space for our healing. And then after I'm done explaining what Reiki is, we're going to get into the Reiki. So thank you so much for being here. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, my name's Danielle Stimpson. I am the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and I'm so glad to have you here today. If you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you want to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you would like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. There's a link in the description, as well as links to all my social media and my email newsletter. So Reiki is generally become a catch-all word for energy healing. Specifically, I work with Usui Reiki, and this particular method is named for its founder, Mikao Usui, who created this in the early 1920s in Japan, during a time where teaching anything even remotely spiritual, if it could even be misconstrued as coming from a religion, serious consequences. So this is a deeply spiritual practice while also being completely secular. And I think that's why we love it in the West. Essentially, the concept of energy at the foundation of this practice comes to us from Shintoism, the indigenous spirituality of Japan that very much even today still colors the way that the world and universe looks in their culture. And so the concept of energy in that sense is this spiritually guided soul energy. That spirit, however you define it in this case, provides this beautiful soul affirming energy that helps our body to heal and be resilient day to day, moment to moment. Essentially, what this Reiki energy does is it's already flowing through all of us and interconnecting through all of us. What I'll be doing tonight is using Usui's techniques to connect to that energy and direct more of it to you, supporting your body, mind, and spirit to do all the things that it already does with this energy to support your greater healing good. What do you do to get the Reiki? Well, you just have to be open to it. And just for the record, you're already here, so that's enough to express being open to it. You can also, if you like, just know that you don't have to focus on anything. You don't need to keep your mind silent. You can just go ahead and be and exist. I generally encourage you to find a nice comfy spot to sit or lay down, but you can also use this time to move, stretch, bend, do some yoga. You can journal. You can really do anything that feels good for you. There's no wrong way to use this time. And at the end of the 25-minute session, you'll hear my voice come in. I'll invite you to come back to your body and come back to the space. I'll be able to answer your questions at that time. During the 25-minute session, I'll turn the lights down. You'll notice that they move slowly and gently through several different colors. At no point do they flash or strobe. And I'm going to go ahead and turn the music up so you can enjoy the musical background. If you enjoy the music that I have, the link for the creator of that music is at the bottom of the description. And for everyone who has helped support the channel through buying crystals, enrolling in a class, contributing through super stickers, or through the links in the description for PayPal and Cash App and Venmo, thank you. That helps me to purchase music created by an actual musician, and I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for being here. Additionally, if you are watching this on the delay, know that Reiki is not limited by my human limitations. I can only be here, so much as it is, but the Reiki energy can be everywhere all at once. So if you're watching this as a pre-recorded stream, the energy will absolutely be there to help you. And if you are here live, if you ever feel like you need a little bit of support, some Reiki, and I'm not live, check out the past healing live stream playlist, or just click the live button and follow and watch along with any previous stream. So thank you so much for being here. I am here 5 times a week. They're all linked and they're all listed in the description. And so let's go ahead back, take a closer look at that grid that you all inspired. Thank you so much, and get into the healing. Awesome. So let's go ahead and bring in Let's see. Just going to even this out a little bit. This is a beautiful grid, y'all inspired. Well done, everyone. Well done, everyone. Thank you so much for inspiring this beautiful grid. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, I love all of this. Thank you all so much. Catherine, I am grateful for my crazy kids. Oh, I'm so grateful for all of you. Thank you so much. So everybody go ahead, get nice and cozy, get nice and comfortable. Go ahead and allow the Reiki to flow. I'll send you for 25 minutes. Enjoy, and I will, in the end of that 25 minutes, you'll hear my voice come back. Know, too, that during the session, if you feel like you need to, come back in, and if you want to deepen your session, or if you feel like you got distracted, just take a deep breath in and out, and you'll come right back in. So enjoy your session, and I will see you shortly. I invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Bring us a little purr there, lady. Oh, what a good job, both of you. I hope you had a beautiful session. Thank you so much for being here with me this evening. If you have any questions or anything to share, go ahead and use the chat. My next live stream is Sunday night at 8 p.m. East Coast US time. And I'm so grateful to have had all of you here today. Kanta, lots of love. Yep, Hattie definitely purrs a little bit into the microphone. She's been a little softer today, but yeah, generally Hattie takes her job very seriously of purring into the microphone to help bring those healing vibes in. Big yawn. So I hope you all have a beautiful weekend. Oh, you're so welcome, Patty. You're so welcome. I love doing this so much. No, it's all good with the caps. It's totally fine. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the stream to a close here with an abundance of gratitude. Definitely keep an eye on the community tab this weekend. There's some folks that would like me to have some kind of a message board or way for you to all stay in touch. So we're discussing the best way to do that. Oh, Bliss Brain, I'm so glad. I'm here 5 times a week, same days, same times, every darn week. They're all listed in the description below. You're always welcome. And of course, everyone, if you'd like, you can subscribe with your notifications on so you don't miss an opportunity. Oh, goodness. So many yawns. And if you haven't hit that like button already, please consider doing so. You're welcome, Renee. So everyone, go ahead and have a beautiful rest of your day, weekend, or evening. I hope to see you all again soon. Take care and bye for now.